to my channel, the Purple Antidote channel. I'd like for you to like and share the video if you wish. If not, you don't have to. This is a pre-sequel to Who Sent the Mob to the Hill, Part 2. It's not going to be what you think it is. It'll be some totally different information. I like to say the videos that I make are unedited and uncut. So whatever I say, you see it in live, real time. Okay. The pre-sequel to Who Sent the Hill, Who Sent the Mob to the Hill. This is going to be the only video. I'll only make 2 videos because I think this is it. I don't really have time to keep making videos about what happened on January 6th, because there's other videos out there that be made. And first of all, I'd like to say condolence to people that got killed, the lady that got shot. I don't condone, violence, but, everybody deserves, respect. Even though she did, trespass and happened to get killed, this is very bad that she got killed. Even though, it's a very big thing that happened on January 6th, even though, she got killed, she still deserves, respect for what happened. Okay, let's start. This is it. Who Sent the Mob to the Hill, Part 2. Why the Marauders, what they want, and why they came for the last time. This is it. So many people on that day, January 6th, came to the Hill, the Capitol. Why do you think so many people was out there? Is it because of Trump? Or is it because of America? Okay, this is what I think. So many people came because of what was going on. They shut up the pandemic, got them frustrated, losing jobs, losing this, losing that. Some of them were acting like, the world finna come to an end. But that's not here nor there, about the world coming to an end, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, here we go. This is my thesis on why. The reason the people did what they did because of frustration, not having a voice, because of the things that happened during the pandemic. Even though it was dead wrong, like I said, there's a feat that they did, something I've never seen in my lifetime. But I'll tell you the main reason at the end of this video. Here it goes. Okay, to get all the general information out of the way. This is it. When the people, congressmen, or Congress women are on a panel and they are finishing any kind of bill, what do they say in the end? If we could keep it. Why do they keep saying that if we could keep it on every bill that they finish? It's not because the bill is going to be vetoed to the president. The bill haven't even left the floor yet of the Hill. So why do you think that? Okay, this is it. If we could keep it, if we could keep it for that moment and not be invaded, not by the people that look like them, Anglo-Saxons, as I would say, marauders. No. If we could keep it from the native First Nations people. Every bill have to be that way because of how this nation was formed, governed, and created. The Native Americans, First Nations people had treaties that was never completed by the government, by the army. Some Native American First Nation people never showed up, and the treaties and the Constitution never got it completed like it's supposed to. Even though the Constitution is stamped by the forefathers, what about the First Nations forefathers? The First Nation forefathers never showed up to any type of meetings. The chiefs, they never showed up for nothing. So, here we go. In this present day and age, if we could keep it, means if we could keep it for that present moment of not being invaded by the First Nations people. So, now we have this moment, January 6th, the Anglo-Saxon marauders. Now, like I said, those are not regular people. Those are people where you would see every day doing business as you go uptown or downtown. You'll bump into these people. Lawyers, teachers, police, firefighters, consultants, chefs, what else? All type of professional people. Or even just regular day, cooks. They could be executive cooks. It could be anything. So here we go. If we could keep it. This is 5 words that dread that would never happen. But let me tell you right now, on January 6th, they knew that day was coming. So, now, first person that has been arrested is a former police officer. He'll get 8 months in white collar prison, and he will be out. So, that's good. If you want to make a statement, that's bad. If you want to make a symbol of a person, 8 months in prison is really nothing. But it's neither here nor there. I'm not saying it's not good, not bad. I'm like neutral. But things they did, they should get some punishment for it. Mostly trespassing, looting, and verbal threats, and verbal assault, and threaten to blow up the hill. Most of it is basically verbal, and a lot of it is physical. It was a lot of people out there. Most of those people were, as I would say, status quo or artists. Most of the people were part of different sects that we call white nationalists. Okay. The white nationalists these days, you never know who they are. You can be riding down the street in your car, turn over and look at, that could be a white nationalist. You never know who they are. So, is white nationalism good or bad? For me, I think it's bad if they continue the violence against people of color. Matter of fact, ever since I was growing up, there were certain places that we couldn't go as cross certain bridges, like when we was kids, but we did anyway, so nothing really happened to us, but we always stayed in groups. But anyway, the white nationalists these days, I think they're paranoid. I think they're like cult-minded. I think they're like single-minded in the way they view America. They want America to be one-sided, only for their kind. I think they're like more like modern day more like in a cult, like Hitlerism. They do things to sabotage different ethnic groups, but there can come a time when you can step in somebody's face and definitely it's not gonna go the way they think it's gonna go. For me, I don't worship that kind of stuff. I don't fear those type of groups. You know, no matter where I go, whatever color it is, you know, I'm always kind of like on edge. You know, somebody trying to do something. You know, I always got my guards up, you know. So, I don't make myself like a weak spot or target, because that's what he looked for. But that's not neither here nor there. That's not my goal on this podcast right here. That's not neither here nor there. You know, I'm not a fearful person. You know, I'm not afraid of the general things that are going on with this white nationalism, Hitlerism, or whatever. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to educate the public on why the people was at the Capitol and why the things happen and what they're trying to achieve. It's just more like they have lost their voice in America. And anybody that lost their voice don't feel like they're being heard. They're gonna act out, and they're gonna do things that make people hear them. Not saying that it was the right thing to do, but everybody need a voice, no matter what color, ethnic group, race, or whatever it's from. Everybody need to be heard. If it's the right information and the right, wait a minute, and the right things to be said. So, if it got some kind of cause in it, if it's not too overly violent, stupidity, just totally egoism, it's not worth to listen to, So, as I can say now, we've been through a lot in 2020, so people need to be heard, things need to be said, and people need to gather up and see what's going on around them. Can't be sitting ducks, as in ethnic groups like African American, Mexicans, Latins, or Brazilians, Caribbean, Pan-Africans, all of the above. Because I know on the other side of the deal, there's people out there that want to hurt you real bad, because that is their voice, to seek and destroy, I already know about the Turner Diaries, the Turner Papers. I already know all about that, things that they do, sneaky, right in front of you. Even when you seem like a weak target, I know it's almost like cultism, and you just have to be careful, These people are like single-minded. Some of them are like lone wolves. Even though they could be like professional people, they'll try to, live out the old adage of people that make up like white supremacy, skinheads, KKK. These people are totally and undeniably, unformidably, more like they're living in a cult, of violence. If they could do violent things to people, that make them have power, But that's not a goal of, it's not gonna solve anything. But for me, I just like people to stop being, like birds of prey, You have to be careful, People really don't want you to succeed in life, They want you to be at a certain level of, mediocrity. People don't want you to be the level that they are, just because you don't look a certain way. talk a certain way, dress a certain way, or eat the same food, or try the same cars, like the same cars, anything. Just it could be anything. They just want the world to be one-sided for a group of people, and that is per I would call that geological racism. Because when you really look at it, when it all boils down to it, we all breathe the same air. We all need the same air. We all need the same nutrients. We all need the same food. We all need life, as in breath, to survive. So that means we are all of the human race. But some people are not human. They are more like, I would say aliens. They know they're from, America, but they act like they're from another planet. So, what do they want? One-sided race, Hitlerism. You have to be careful because people see the world as one-sided. Always been like that. But everybody not the same. Cannot judge everybody the same. White people, certain white people, half of all white people, not racist. So you be the judge. Can't put them all in the same category. Russian people, half of Russian people, not racist. Indian people, Australian people, Chinese people, Korean people. This is going on and on. Can't judge a person by the book of the cover. You have to really know people. But it's neither here nor there, It's like Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was a racist, For me, I don't really care. I never really cared for Mahatma Gandhi anyway. He might have been a great person to them in history, but Mahatma Gandhi was a brutal racist. I didn't really care for him. But all the Indian people that I meet, I like him, but Mahatma Gandhi, I don't like him. I don't got nothing against Indian people. Most Indian people I meet, I like them, so it really don't matter to me. That's in Mahatma Gandhi. He was like Hitler in a way. He see like people as animals. In a way, if you like ethnic people, he would see ethnic people as animals. He's a real racist person. Never liked Mahatma Gandhi. Winston Churchill, he was alright, but he was like a fearful person. He feared Hitler, so that made him kind of like a coward. I think he was a smart person, but why would you fear a man like that? Hitler, he was a genius, but tyrannical. I think he suffered from a syndrome with his hand, so he was like addicted to medication, pills. So that would make him like he's more like a psychopath. The killings that he did, even though the Jews, very smart people in Germany, he was just on a whole nother level of, doing things. Okay, most of that is not neither here nor there, but back to the present. Okay, on this last end of the deal, this is what it's all about. I think the reason they was out there because they fear that if black people get reparations, they will be at the bottom of the totem pole. I think it's more about the drive for reparation, the audios, all the things in the social media that they've been hearing about reparations. If that happened, then it's over. And I think certain people in the government really don't want, that to happen. Anybody that do like podcasts, you do interviews with certain big people in the government. You ask them about giving out reparations, and they go all over the subject. They just totally change the whole subject. They're just totally afraid of it. But for me, that is one of the most misunderstood, dragged over, left out subjects, and in this millennium, reparations. That is something that really holds a treasure chest of things for my ancestors, the things they did. For me, like deep down inside, I feel like the people that were slaves, I think they would say, hell yeah, get the money to them. If, ands, and buts. We stood out in the sun